Two-time world champion.
Woo!
Two-time world champion, defending champion. Max, how does that sound?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I mean, you never know, of course, when you get into a new car, how it's going to behave, how it's going to perform. But I think the season we have had has been, pretty incredible with the wins we've had.
You've won this title in quite unusual circumstances. I think you crossed the line and you didn't think you'd won the title, but you'd won the race, and then you got told that you had won the title. So just talk me through what those moments were like.
Well, of course, leading the race, winning the race, that was great, but I wasn't sure if we were going to have like half points, full points, no clue, which is fine. I mean, makes sense. We didn't know, I think, we all didn't know how long we were going to race for. So then, of course, I realized Charles was in second, but then once I stopped, had my interview, I realized that Charles had a 5-second penalty, so he would drop to third, but with half points awarded, that wouldn't be enough, right? But then suddenly they realized, because we finished the race, it's a different rule, but then you do get full points. And then, of course, it was enough. So that's why it was a little bit confusing initially, but then once the confirmation came out, it doesn't matter. I actually quite enjoyed the confusion. I think it was quite funny.
So who was it that actually told you that for sure that you'd won the title?
Tom from the FIA. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, even with, let's say, we would have known it was full points, even when we crossed the line, I wouldn't have been. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it was probably a few minutes late, but all good.
Who's the first person you're going to call, or have you called since the event? I know you've been busy with media.
I only had a call with my dad quickly, but once I get out of here, I'll definitely also call my mum.
12 wins from 18 races this year. You've been dominant. How have you done it?
It's been an incredible season for us, I think, as a whole team, right? We definitely didn't expect something like this, but we had a competitive start, but we did retire 2 times out of 3, which was not let's say the best start to try and defend the title. But I think after that we had a great turnaround, and we just kept on pushing, kept on believing, kept on improving the car, which was of course the most important area, and that's why we are here today. I think also as a team we made very few mistakes. You can't be perfect, but I think for most of the races we have been close to perfect.
You've clinched this title at Suzuka, and I just want to know how special that is for you, because it's where you had your first FP1 in a Formula 1 car with Toro Rosso in 2014.
It's an amazing track to be on anyway. I had my first FP1 outing here. So coming back is always special, but also just the enjoyment of driving here already yesterday in qualifying. This one lap performance right here, it's really where an F1 car comes alive. And even in the wet today, of course the tires were wearing quite a lot, but it's still a lot of fun to drive here.
Suzuka's home to Honda, and they've played a crucial role in Red Bull rising up and delivering this upward trajectory. Just how important have they been to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, working together with Honda has been incredible, is incredible, and they definitely deserve this, that we've won it here in front of them on their own track. And I mean, also a lot of my thanks goes out to the whole team, here back at the factory, everyone who has been contributing together with the powertrains division. These guys have been working flat out. Nobody is lacking motivation, and that's of course how I like to see it.
You seem a more assured, a better, a faster driver this year. How have you made that happen? Has it been the world title? Is that what's helped you move on?
I think you grow as a person every year. You learn a lot from every single year, what has happened in every single race, and you try to improve as a driver. I don't think that necessarily you improve in terms of raw speed, but because of the experiences you've had in the past, you try to put that into play and try to, in some tricky situations, sometimes that can help you out because of the previous experiences you've had.
How much has winning your first title made you a better driver?
Yeah, it's not really about that. It's just about enjoying the moment as well. And when you have a good car, I mean, that helps a lot. But that also, working together with the team, everyone is in a good place. That helps a lot. And I think also the whole team we have right now, back at the factory as well, designing the car, together with the powertrains division, we have a really good group of people who can be, I think, successful for quite a few years.
Red Bull have been a dominant force this year. How have you managed to make yourselves into such an important and impressive outfit?
I mean, at the end of the day, it goes higher up than me, right? To make sure that we find also the right people and putting everyone into the right position within the team. But I think what is most important is that everyone gets on well and that everyone understands their role. And I think together then with the Honda power we've had over the years, and now of course coming into our own powertrains division, that general understanding of how to work together, how to implement the two together, has been really strong the last few years, and that's why I think we definitely made that final jump which we were missing to fight for a title.
Do you get the feeling that you're building something special at Red Bull right now?
Well, that's what we're trying to do, and that's what we are hoping for with the regulations more or less staying the same for the coming years, that we can take advantage of.
And how do you go about building the kind of dynasty that Lewis has done at Mercedes, Seb did at Red Bull, and Michael did at Ferrari?
Keeping the people together, the good ones, and we have a lot of good people in our company.
I know it's only a few hours since you've won this title, but as a professional sports person, I'm guessing you're already looking at next year and thoughts on a third world title.
I don't look at next year too much, but slowly these conversations will happen. But I spoke briefly about it with some people, and everyone is fully on it, fully motivated and very confident.
And just finally, you're only 25. Just how far can you go?
Yeah, it can be a long time, but at the end, I don't see myself driving until I'm 40 because I want to also do other stuff. I'm having a lot of fun with what I'm doing right now, and I'm still in F1 for a couple more years. I mean, I was signed until 28. So after that, it also depends a bit of how everything is going, right? But yeah, I will probably try to do a few different things of racing as well, because it's important also to try different things, I find.
So how are you going to celebrate tonight?
Well, I'm flying home tonight. I already planned that anyway for whatever would happen this weekend. It's important to sometimes rest a bit as well, but once I get home, yeah, for sure, you can relax a little bit, but also at the same time look forward to the remaining races.
Awesome, Max. Well, thanks very much, and congratulations again.